Audio Jungle.
Hello guys, it's me again. So today I'm giving out yet another awesome pack, but this pack is actually for Davinci Resolve. This doesn't work with Final Cut Pro, but it does work with all the versions of Davinci Resolve, and it's kind of big in size. It has 1.5 gigabytes. Why is it so big? Because it has 1000 over transitions, it has 400 LUTs, 250 sound effects, and it's very easy to install and use them. So basically, how can you participate? Again, just drop a comment in the comment section below. So for this giveaway, I'm not using the other platform like previous one because I don't really get a lot of entries. Yep, I don't see a point in using it. I'll just select 3 comments out of all the comments under this video, and what you should comment is first, how long have you been using Davinci Resolve, and why do you use Davinci Resolve than Final Cut Pro 10 or PR? And that's all you need to do after you have already subscribed and like this video. So let's get started. Okay, first up, there are a lot of folders over here. So basically the LUTs and the transitions and titles and other assets. So what you can do is you can open up this document where it will teach you how to install and where to install them. For Windows users, please check on this media file, which will show you where to install the actual folders. But for Mac users, just follow my steps. So basically what you need to do is very simple. You just need to go to the respective version. For me is 17th. So you just copy the titles and transitions and go to Go, Computer, Macintosh, Library, Application Support, Blackmagic Design, and then go to this Davinci Resolve folder and Fusion, Templates, and Edit is where you want to copy and paste them. So yeah, you just hit replace if you don't have any other folders. If not, you can just copy all the folders inside and just paste them over here. And that's the first step you need to do. If you want to have LUTs installed as well, you can just go back to the main folder of Davinci Resolve. Over here you can find a LUT folder, just double click on it. As you can see, there's a file, the LUT file over here. Just copy and paste it over here. Remember, don't drag it. And then that's the first part done. So next part will be opening up your Davinci Resolve, but this time I'm gonna restart my Davinci Resolve differently. I'm gonna hit this file over here, the RP file over here. I'm gonna double click on this, and once you've reached this interface, you can see there's asset folder and the nitrosome transition. So what you need to do is first go to view and select show power bins. Yep, and just drag this transition over to the power bins. And since it's already over here, you can just right click on this and then relink clips from selected bin. So obviously you need to relink this thing, and it's just over here, the assets, and I'm just hit open and it'll just automatically find the matching media. I know it's kind of weird and kind of I know it's kind of tedious to actually do these steps, but it's awesome because there are a lot of transitions, and these are cool transitions, especially when editing videos, and I'll show you later on how to actually use them. These are object transitions, the glitch transitions, VHS transitions like this. This is actually overlay layers, and you can use them as a transition or actually overlays. And yep, this is the glitch folder, and this is a light leak folder. Something like that is kind of cool. Okay, so for me, I'm just gonna drag some videos. Yep, something like that, and create a new timeline transition. I'm gonna drag, say, this clip and this clip, something like this. For normally when you add transitions, you need to shorten the clips, but let me show you the magic. I'm gonna come to the power bins, double click on this, go to the object transitions and hit on cars. So for example, I want to have a, say, this car. I can just drag it over here. Let me enlarge this a little bit and shift this like that, and let me show you. Yep, it's something like that. It's very simple. Usually you need to find corresponding images. For example, this is actually an ocean and a lady lying on the pool, so maybe a beach ball, something like that. So once you hit play, it's smooth, it's beautiful, it makes sense actually, and you can actually use different, directions from left to right, right to left, other objects, other things like this. Aeroplane, Star Wars. You can have different type of objects. Okay, let's try some glitch transitions. Maybe VHS. There are a lot of different VHS over here. So say this one, and yep, it's very, very good. For me, it kind of is enough, but for those who are really picky, you can add keyframes to your actual footage and create effects such as fading in and out. But for me, it's okay. It's pretty powerful. It's pretty awesome. Like glitch, I really love glitch effects, and I think this glitch effect is one of the best. Yes, this is still glitch effect, and this one is wow. It's amazing, man. And let's try light leaks. Light leaks are very simple as well. Warm shutters. This one you can actually shorten like this. Yep. Yeah, actually you can change different timings and when it actually appear, but yeah, pretty much that is it. Overlay as well, during actual video, something like that, to add a little bit of light leak effects. And now we have enough of the appetizers, of the extra assets, extra transitions. Let's go to the main course. So where you can find them is under the effects library, and under toolbox you can find the video transitions over here. You can just hover your mouse over them and have a very quick preview of what is happening. And remember, once you are using the actual video transition, you need to shorten your clips to use them, and very easy to use them. Just drag them over here. You can see the effects now. That's the first effect. Glitch transitions, they do have glitch transitions as well, and this one is very smooth. There's like earthquake kind of a transition, very cool. You can just bring them longer like this. Yep, and I don't really like it to be so long. I'm gonna shorten, and you can actually change the duration over here as well and change the alignment. Yep, that's different timing, so something like that. It depends actually. And this chromatic vertigo is absolutely Amazing! As you can tell, there are hundreds and hundreds of transitions and you can never finish trying everything. And yep, that's pretty much all the transitions and how to use them. Very simple but very neat, very useful. Okay, so just to illustrate how comprehensive those tutorial videos included in the pack, I'm just gonna show some of the titles tutorial that is already included in the pack. So next time if you have any questions, you can just refer to it and just check them out. And the owner of this pack actually tells you how to drag and drop all these titles and use them. I think it's kind of self-explanatory for titles, and these titles are not the main attraction of this pack, but it's good to have, so I won't spend too much time on these titles. And yep, you can just refer to the tutorials included in the pack. Alright, for LUTs, you can always just drag a few footages as usual. So for me, I'm using a Sony S-Log3. This is a red recorded footage and this is already colored, so let's see how it performs with the nitrogen LUTs. So as usual, I'm just gonna use the notes function. So I'm gonna create 4 of them for the S-Log1. So the first one will be the tint, and the second one will be the primary, the third one with the camera LUT, and the last one will be the cinematic LUT. So first of all, I'm gonna go to the camera LUT and find the Sony under the LUTs tab, Sony S-Log3. So there are a couple of types. I think I'm gonna go with this one. So this is the first ever camera LUT done, and obviously you can always change accordingly and pump up the saturation, the greens, the blues, and yeah, the red. So I'm not gonna do a lot today on this, but to show you how easily you can actually change everything with the nitrogen LUT. So once you list out the full selection of the LUT, so I'm just gonna go to the cinematic one and just randomly browse through what are the options and maybe choose one of them and just apply them. If I want to just double click on it and to use them, as you can see there are a lot of cinematic LUTs. So obviously for me to have a very cinematic result, I want to have a very colored one. So I'm just gonna choose this one and hide the LUTs tab and go to the tint. Maybe decrease the temperature or increase the temperature, or just change the tint a little bit. So something like that, very pretty. And always pump up the saturation or highlight or anything you want. For me, I can even go to the cinematic LUT and decrease the key input and output. For example, I just go to this tab and decrease the gain for output, so it won't be so obvious. Or I can go all the way to a very high value. And yep, that's the first one. The second one will be the red one as usual. I'm gonna create 4 LUTs tab, or I mean 4 notes in the notes tab. I'm gonna use this clip. I'm just going to the third one, go to LUTs and choose red, and just double click on this and maybe adjust the temperature and everything. So maybe I don't want it to be so red, I just go to a little bit colder in temperature and a little bit green in tint, and go to the primary, decrease the saturation, and go to the last knot and can come here. Hollywood, how about this? Hollywood. This looks so cinematic, it does have this like a Hollywood green bluish tint. So This one is too saturated. It's Hollywood 4 or 3. Hollywood 3. And let's see how it looks. You know, those Hollywood movie. But pretty much you can get the gist of it, and you can always, you know, change the saturation over here again to pump it up, or just to keep it a very, you know, less saturated one, and change the temperature, decrease or increase. So since Hollywood movies, they don't really have a very high saturated kind of image, so that's about it. And at the end of this tutorial, I want to thank all of you to support this channel and to subscribe to my channel and like my videos. So if next time there's any more giveaway, I'll just inform you guys again, and you all can participate and get free stuff. It's awesome, right? And that's all for today's video. Bye bye.